There is a moment in the Bhagavad Gita that has fascinated people for thousands of years. Arjun stands on the battlefield, overwhelmed by doubt, fear, and confusion. He doesn't know what to do. Everything he believed about himself and the world is collapsing. And then something extraordinary happens. Krishna reveals his universal form. Suddenly, Arjun sees countless faces, countless beings, and countless worlds. He sees gods, stars, birth, death, creation, destruction, everything appearing within this infinite vision. While most people would read this as a supernatural event, the question remains, what if it is pointing somewhere much closer? What if this vision is not something that happened only once? What if it is describing what is happening right now? Pause for a moment and look around you. There are sounds, sensations, thoughts, memories, the feeling of your body, the movement of breath, the image of the world. All of this is appearing. But where is it appearing? Not in space, not in time in the way we usually assume, but in awareness. You do not experience the world directly as out there. You experience it as something appearing here, presently known. And yet awareness itself has no shape, it has no color, it has no age, it has no boundary. It cannot be located, and yet nothing is outside it. Everything you know appears within it. Right now, experience is unfolding in a single field. Thoughts appear and disappear, sensations come and go, the world appears and shifts. But the space in which all of this happens does not seem to move. It doesn't arrive, neither does it leave. It simply is. At first, this might sound abstract, but it becomes clearer when you look closely. A thought about tomorrow arises, a memory of yesterday appears, a sensation in the body is felt. While each of these might sound different, they share something very simple. They are known. And the knowing of them doesn't change. Just as a screen does not become the movie playing on it, awareness doesn't become the experiences appearing within it. The content changes, the background doesn't. When this is first noticed, it might feel subtle, almost too simple to matter at all. But if attention learns to stay with it, something begins to shift. Because what we usually call life is mostly identification with the content. We become the thought, we become the emotion, we become the story, we become the fear. And in doing so, the entire field of experience feels personal, contracted, and heavy. But what if none of it is being held by a you at all? What if even the sense of being a person is just another appearance, another movement within the same awareness? Like a character in the film who believes they are the screen itself, we become convinced that we are the wave instead of the ocean. And yet the wave is never separate from the ocean. The form appears different, but the substance is the same. At this point, the story of Arjun begins to feel less like mythology and more like reflection. Arjun is overwhelmed not because life has become chaotic, but because his identity as a separate self becomes unstable in the face of something much larger. The battlefield, the warriors, the fear, the duty, all of it is still there, but it is no longer seen from the narrow center of me versus life. It is seen as one moment, one unfolding reality. And perhaps that is what Krishna's revelation is pointing to. Not a distant divine spectacle, but the immediate recognition of the field in which all experience is already appearing. Right now. Not in another place, not in another moment, but here, as this. Can you notice that thoughts are appearing on their own? Can you notice that sensations are being known without effort? Can you notice that even the feeling of you is also something appearing here? And nothing needs to be added to this. Nothing needs to be achieved. The forms continue to change, but the awareness in which they appear doesn't leave. And perhaps this is the quiet meaning hidden in the vision. Not that the world is unreal, but that it it is inseparable from the awareness in which it appears. The many forms arise, the one field remains. And what Arjun saw on the battlefield is not elsewhere. It is the nature of experience itself, revealing itself right now as this.